Good morning. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, October 14th, and I am your morning witch. Since it's spooky season, we are talking about honoring the ancestors because this is the time of the year. If you don't always honor your ancestors, now is especially the time to honor the ancestors. That's why we have Samhain. That's why we have the Day of the Dead. There's a whole lot of other celebrations regarding honoring the ancestors, like the Slavic Jadi. Sorry, I love saying Slavic words. So one way we can honor the ancestors is in physical manners. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Yeah, I guess I should have said like a whole sentence. Sorry. It's Monday. My brain's still catching up from the weekend. So this is something that I do as a self-soothing motion, and I have for a very long time, which is putting my hands over my abdomen, basically kind of cupping my hands around my navel, having my hands over my lower area, my womb area, right? Okay, follow me. This is actually a way to connect with the ancestors, because if you think about it, it's like holding your umbilical cord, which was connection inside your mother, which was her connection inside her mother, which was the connection inside her mother, and so forth and so on. And when you're doing this, you're kind of calling to your ancestors for guidance. Like I said, I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. I've also been on an ancestral path for as long as I can remember. So I don't believe in coincidence. There's a reason I do that. But when I learned what it was, it made perfect sense to me. So literally just placing your hands over your abdomen, like making this shape around your navel, is a way to call out to your ancestors, reach out to them for guidance, just basically connect with them. So that is one way that you can physically connect with your ancestors. Another way of connecting with your ancestors is by physically doing some of the same things that they would have done. Whether those same things are like weaving or making pottery, or those things are magical workings, either which way you choose to go, because I know not everybody that watches practices magic, but everybody has ancestors. So another way of physically connecting with the ancestors is by preparing and eating the foods that culturally they also would have eaten, such as I am of Slavic descent. I put paprika and sour cream in everything, but also I like to make borscht, which is kind of a traditional food in the countries that my family came from before they were in America. Furthermore, scientifically, it's been proven that your gut is actually more ready to accept the foods that your ancestors ate often, because that's kind of like genetically what you're predisposed to digesting. So that is actually kind of the best food for your gut bacteria, is the food that your ancestors would have been eating. That's cool. Going to the land that your ancestors hail from is a way of physically connecting with the ancestors. Touch the soil there. Touch the plants, hug the trees, dip your toes in the water, experience the land that your people came from. Like, truly, I'm not being sarcastic. Like, truly, it's magical. And the last suggestion I have for today on physically connecting with the ancestors is to physically, if you're able to go to the land that your people came from, while you're there, don't just touch the soil and touch the water, but nourish yourself with it. Eat foods that were grown there. Drink the water from there. Have that connection to the land with your physical current body. So, and I'm sure there are other ways to physically, these are the ways that I either practice personally or know of off the top of my head. And if you want me to look into more ways, I totally can. But a lot of what I do here is try to inspire you to learn more about what interests you. And of course, I'm always open to learning, so please make the suggestions to me. Then we'll both know about something new as we look into it. Have a happy Monday. It's Monday.